Hello everybody, and welcome to the live letter part 84 breakdown, where I'll be going over everything that was shown at the live letter tonight, but a bit more condensed. There will be chapters on this video that you can use to skip around. Let's get started. The live letter started with the trailer, which if you haven't seen it yet, there's a link in the description. Give it a watch. We got a full timeline of the 7.1 patch series, starting with 7.1, releasing on the 12th of November. As many suspected, and will include the MSQ and the MSQ dungeon, the Yata field station, which just visually looks awesome. It will also bring with it the new Extreme Trial, Svane's Burden, and the new Unreal Trial, the Jade Stoa, which is Byaku. You can expect guides for both of these on this channel. Finally, we have the first Alliance raid in the Echoes of Vana'diel series based on Final Fantasy XI, Juno, the First Steps. Patch 7.11 will be releasing on the 26th of November and will include the long-awaited Futures Rewritten or Eden Ultimate. I'll be releasing a guide for this too, so stay tuned. 7.15 will come out on the 17th of December and will bring with it the first custom deliveries with Nito Weequay, the continuation of the Waku Meki Meki questline, which was the Dawn Trail crafting or gathering role quests. It will also bring inconceivably further Hildebrand adventures. A week after 7.15, we get the first Chaotic Alliance raid, the Cloud of Darkness, and I'm very excited for this after today. More on this a bit later. This does come out only a month after the Ultimate though, so I'm going to be very busy. Finally, 7.16 will release on the 21st of January and will release the continuation of the Dawn Trail Role Quest storyline. Finally, we have all the smaller system changes in 7.1, which includes New Game Plus for Dawn Trail, duty support for non-MSQ dungeons, which means a bit of an overhaul for them. We saw a bit of Halatali in the trailer. They're also updating the whole of the Novice, PvP, adding Scion voice lines to Mahjong, and allowing you to change your house's interior design regardless of its location. The first thing we're going to look at is the new Alliance raid. They just showed the start of it and the first few attacks of the boss. If you look at the hotbars, you may notice that there's 2 stacks of ley lines, which means Black Mage is getting at least a small change. The Alliance raid looks good. I just hope that they don't run into the same issues they did in Dawn Trail with regards to DPS checks and skipping mechanics like the Scales and Aglaya, but time will tell. So far, the battle content has been good, but we did see some very lenient DPS checks in the Savage raids, so hopefully that doesn't follow through too much here. We also got a look at the gear, which looks pretty cool, and it seems to be dyeable. Next up is the new piece of content, the 24-man Chaotic Alliance raid, the Cloud of Darkness. This is designed to be run with 3 sets of standard light parties, 2 tanks, 4 DPS and 2 healers per party. However, pre-formed groups can enter with 12 to 24 members. Entering with less than 24 will not change the difficulty or the rewards, and it is balanced around having 24 people. Everyone was wondering what the rewards will be, especially after Endwalker's less than appealing Criterion dungeon reward structure, and we have that information now. From this, you'll be able to get eye level 730 gear, mounts, minions, hairstyles, and a token which you can exchange for these rewards. And the most exciting part about this is that there's no weekly cap. You can farm it as much as you want. But wait, there's more. There's a bonus reward system where you can get more totems depending on how many new people there are, and a bonus that appears randomly for a couple hours that boosts drop rates and gives more totems. We don't know the specifics of how the new player bonus works yet, but it's probably something like 1 additional totem for every 4 new players or something. Overall, very good news. It seems as if they took the criticism for the Criterion dungeon reward structure and are attempting to improve it. We got to have a look at some weapons, which I'm assuming are a drop from this that I'll show you now. Pause as you need. We have Paladin, Warrior, Dark Knight, Gunbreaker, Monk, Dragoon, Ninja, Samurai, Bard, Machinist, Dancer, Black Mage, Summoner, Red Mage, White Mage, Scholar, Astrologian, Reaper, Sage, Viper, Pictomancer, and Blue Mage. These are kinda jokey weapons from the weapon design contest, and I love some of them. Tell me which ones are your favorites in the comments down below. We got to see the mount rewards from this. This first one is a tile from E9 that has an action which makes you fall through. It's really cool. The other one has you turn into a cloud of darkness yourself. We also saw some other mounts coming, like this barrel tender, which is awesome. A Punity from the first dungeon of Dawn Trail. And then the wings from the extreme, and I know I'll be farming for those ones. Next up is Future's Rewritten Ultimate. We got to see the opening cutscene as well as the first attack of Phase 1, Fatebreaker. I have some rough translations for this cutscene for you. They're also making a change so that if two people are on the same job, the limit break bar won't passively fill up. I'm guessing this is to combat some of the meme runs or force people onto more standard comps. Doesn't really matter, a bit strange is all maybe. And that's about all we have for that. Get excited for this one. He said he thinks it's about as hard as DSR. There are going to be some PvP updates. They're updating hit detection timing to better match the visual effects, which should make the game feel a bit better. There's also going to be some major balancing and job adjustments. Rival Wings and Frontlines are getting balancing changes too, with changes to damage done and damage taken, as well as limit break charge time, and the Machina are being changed. I like Rival Wings, so I'm pretty excited for this. PvP Series 7 will be beginning, so if you don't have your Oppressor mount yet, like me, hurry up and get it. They're doing some changes to 2 of the Crystalline Conflict maps, adding walls and new pathways to Cloud 9 and the Red Sands. Finally, there's going to be some changes to Ranked CC. Instead of having each data center having rankings, it's going to be region-based, with ranked games happening on 1 DC per region. Gaia for Japan, Chaos for Europe, Primal for North America, and Materia for OCE, of course. Only your best performing character on your account will be listed on the rankings, and they're adjusting the placements for rewards for Japan, Europe, and NA, basically tripling the number of people getting rewards to match the listing changes. The whole of the Novice is getting updated, and we got to look at it. Introducing new plays to mechanics such as stacks, spreads, towers, and tank busters. I think I just mentioned every mechanic in the game. I'm joking, but seriously, this is a really good change for new players. It also has a journal with descriptions of different mechanics like limit cut, enumeration, and acceleration bomb. Time for some smaller system updates that still might interest you. G-Pose is being updated to include fishing animations. I've been fishing a lot lately, catching all the big fish, so that's pretty neat. As well as making it so when the camera is rotated, changing the camera angle behaves a bit more intuitively. A new update that should free up some space in your Glamour Dresser, and when I saw this, I was very excited. It's a step in the right direction towards a proper Glamour collection system, which is what this game desperately needs. Basically, you collect a whole set of gear, and you can add that entire set to the Glamour Dresser, only taking up 1 space. This only really works on the level 1 Glamour type gear right now, but still a huge positive change, and I hope to see more done to this in the future. Next up is a change that will allow you to copy settings from one character over to another. The duty list will be able to display up to 10 quests at a time. Your character will tilt when turning, sort of like the change they did to the mounts and how they do that now. You can turn it off if you don't like it. And finally, another graphical update that will change some character-related stuff. And they're giving another free Fantasia just in case. The last section of the live letter is always the crossover and promotional campaign stuff, so we'll just quickly cover this. First up is a crossover with Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, War of the Visions. We're getting some glamour on the cash shop, go figure with a gacha crossover. They get some vision cards. This will be running for the length of January. Next is the art book that comes with an Erenville minion code, and just like the Dawn Trail MSQ will feature 1000 illustrations of Wukla probably. This is releasing on the 27th of March in Japan, the 29th of April in NA and EU, and never in OCE. The Dawn Trail soundtrack comes with a 0 minion code and features fan favorite tracks such as Smile. I'm joking, I actually like the Dawn Trail soundtrack. The Primals are coming out with a merch box and a Blu-ray copy of their Yokohama Arena concert, releasing on the 26th of February in Japan and in March for NA and EU. There's a collaboration with Logos Outdoor Gear, which feels like a not-so-subtle way of telling you to go outside and touch grass. Pre-orders begin on November 15th. A new jewellery collaboration with Flea Bustier Paris, where you can get a bracelet of your grand company for the low price of $375. A collaboration with Schwarzkopf Live, doing hair dye, I guess. I don't know. The FF14 Symphony is heading to Saudi Arabia on November 28th and 29th. So to my 213 viewers from that region, I hope you enjoy. And Final Fantasy XVI is out. It's a good game, give it a try. Finally, the new game from the creator and the composer of Final Fantasy will be releasing on the 5th of December. And that does it. That was everything shown and announced at the live letter today. There's a lot of fun content on the horizon that I'm excited for. Tell me what you're most excited about in patch 7.1 in the comments down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you like while you're at it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.